I believe the year was 1989. I was around 14, 15 years old. Beautiful time growing up in this city in the 1980s. The ghetto was not the ghetto. Guns wasn't even an issue at the time. It was like we didn't even know what drinking and smoking was. I stayed in the streets, destroying niggas on the basketball court. Yes, the player Lord is a street legend. Yippee! Hip hop, rap music was taking over. Growing up in Gary was like a little taste of heaven. All of a sudden, here come the niggas with an attitude. The original members: Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, DJ Yella, MC Ren, and of course, Eazy-E. These niggas was fresh out the box. Ain't been in the game but a minute. And here these niggas come to Gary, Indiana, getting ready to fuck up some shit. And we ain't got a clue as to what's about to happen. Me and a couple of my homeboys got together. We like, yeah, NWA coming to town. We gotta go see this shit. My mother drove us up to the Genesis Center in Gary. We got our little hip-hop gear on. Everybody styling and profiling. It's been a number of hip-hop artists that came to the Genesis Center in Gary. I can't remember who else was with NWA this day. This concert was so infamous. The only niggas that I can remember is the NWA. So these niggas come out on the stage and everybody goes crazy. These niggas get on stage and they like, Compton's in the house, and everybody's fucking going crazy. Ice Cube was probably like 19 years old at the time, and I believe Eazy-E was the oldest of all of them. Now these niggas was hardcore wicked, but at the time, Eazy-E was probably the only one who sold his soul at this particular time. So these wicked ass niggas about to fuck us up, and we ain't got a fucking clue as to what's about to happen. You got thousands of teenagers wilding out, but these niggas on stage got a surprise for us. Eazy-E spitting that Boys in the Hood shit. Everybody going crazy. Then Ice Cube, he was like, do y'all want to hear a new song? And everybody's like, yeah, a new song, a new song. And he was like, a bitch is a bitch. And everybody's going fucking nuts. Then, of course, they had that infamous song called Fuck the Police. And that was it. These little young, dumb teenagers, and I was included, we was pretty much possessed from that point on. You got thousands of niggas in the crowd. And Ice Cube, he's on stage. He's trying to get our attention. And ain't nobody paying this nigga no attention. Because we spaced out. We are fucking gone. These niggas fucked us up. And nobody had a clue. Now this is during that time when niggas would like to snatch the hat off your head and take off running. So one nigga got his hat snatched off his head from this other nigga, and he didn't know he had his boys with him. And they jumped on that nigga and beat the shit out of him and tossed him around like a fucking rag doll. And then fights and little scuffles started breaking out all over the place. But everything was pretty much still relatively in control. But you can tell everybody was in a weird zone. And everybody could feel that something bad was about to happen. So Ice Cube, he just fucking gave up trying to get our attention because he knew he had our ass. And I'm gonna tell y'all what that nigga did to us in a few minutes. Now after the concert finally ended, as usual, like niggas usually do, we go outside and we just start hanging around. So most people didn't go home. We was just waiting around for some shit to pop off. Now one of my boys, who I went to school with, I saw him at the concert, and while we was outside, he was probably standing about 30 or 40 feet away from me. And my nigga had his hat tilted to the side, representing some gangster shit. But my nigga wasn't in no gang. He was just trying to go with the flow. But some real niggas saw that nigga's hat tilted to the side, thought he was representing some gangster shit. This motherfucker got a baseball bat, walked up to him, and cracked that bat right upside that nigga's head. And this nigga hit the ground. Now, because of the crowd of people in the way, I couldn't really see him get hit in the head with the bat. It was moments later that I realized they hit him in the head with a bat. Because when I heard that pop, and I didn't see that bat, I actually thought they shot this nigga. That's how loud that shit was when they hit this nigga upside his head with that bat. It sounded just like a gunshot. So he gets hit in the head with the bat. He hits the ground. And I'm standing there looking at him, saying to myself, they just shot this nigga. All of a sudden, niggas start running to the bushes. Yep. Before the concert started, these niggas hid their guns in the bushes. These niggas go to the bushes. Next thing you know, niggas scattering like roaches. I took off running, damn near slipped and fell on my face. I got to the car, me and my boys. My mother was driving. I don't think she ever drove a car that fast before in her entire life. And here she go talking shit. Talking about, Michael, you ain't going to these concerts no more. Now I got my boys next to me, laughing at me and shit. So I'm sitting there all embarrassed. And I'm saying to myself, damn, why couldn't you wait till we got home before you said this shit? You gonna say it in front of these crazy niggas. So on the way home, I'm sitting there trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. Here's what happened. These niggas basically put a spell on us. These niggas put demons on us. And to this day, most people don't realize what happened. Now, like I said earlier, Eazy-E was probably the only one at the time who sold his soul. But all these niggas is wicked, so they knew what they was doing. These so-called celebrities, it's their job to deceive us. It's their job to inflict these demons on us and to put a spell on us. Now, most people don't believe this shit because they are already under that spell. Now, not long after this, Ice Cube ended up getting into an argument with members of the group because he knew they was being robbed by Jerry Heller, their manager. NWA was generating millions of dollars, but Eazy-E was the only one that was really getting paid because he had already sold his soul. So when these niggas get into the rap game, they not gonna make no money until they take that Illuminati oath. These niggas were straight from the ghetto, so they might have had a few thousand here and there. They had their cars and shit, they had women, they had weed, they had more than they ever had. So most of them wasn't complaining. This is how they do these niggas in the industry. They give them the crumbs while they generate millions of dollars off their ass. But Ice Cube wasn't putting up with that shit no more. So Eazy-E was basically using them in one form or another. And of course Jerry Heller was using Eazy-E and all them niggas at the same time. So when Ice Cube got upset about this shit, the rest of the members of the group, they couldn't understand what the fuck was wrong with this nigga. Cause they was like, hey man, we ballin', what's up with this shit? But Ice Cube could see what the fuck was going on before they did. So basically Ice Cube left the group in 1989, and his solo album came out in 1990, America's Most Wanted. And of course Ice Cube and NWA was talking shit about each other back and forth, not only while doing interviews, but they was going back and forth putting out rap songs talking about each other. Now Ice Cube and NWA was always considered to be anti-government, but after Ice Cube left the group That's when that nigga really took off. When it comes to his rhetoric concerning Uncle Sam. So when Ice Cube put out his second solo album, which was called Death Certificate, he came out with a song called No Vaseline. Now that song was specifically directed toward the members of NWA. But the thing that got Ice Cube in trouble was in that song he said, "You can't be a nigga for life crew with a white Jew telling you what to do." Ice Cube was always wicked. But when he said that shit, he was pointing his fingers at the powers that be. And from that moment, he was given that opportunity to sell his soul because Satan had to put him in his place. After that, Ice Cube ain't been the same. Literally. I don't know when Ice Cube was taken out. After he made that second solo album, he never been the same. His overall rhetoric against the establishment was toned down drastically. It was almost like he was a completely different person. His third solo album, especially when it comes to his lyrics, was nothing like the Ice Cube of old. He was given that opportunity to sell his soul, and that's exactly what he did. There was a brother named Khalid Muhammad, one of Farrakhan's homeboys, at least for a while anyway. Ice Cube did a song talking about he was down with Khalid Muhammad, but once he sold his soul, all that shit changed quick. Khalid Muhammad tried to hook up with Ice Cube to do some type of collaboration, but because Ice Cube wasn't Ice Cube anymore, it just wasn't gonna happen. Khalid Muhammad publicly called Ice Cube a punk. Ice Cube, like most of these celebrities, they signed on to this shit, took that Illuminati oath, sold their soul, and agreed to deceive God's people in exchange for money and fame. Many people who've been associated with Ice Cube, whether it was Cat Williams, Chris Tucker, Mike Epps, they got with Ice Cube and their career just blew up. But it wasn't gonna happen without selling their soul. Ice Cube is a hardcore demon. That's why I said he's one of Satan's favorite minions. People like Ice Cube, Jay-Z, they got so much blood on their hands. It's a special place in hell for these niggas. What the NWA did to us back in the day during that concert, those type of things have a lasting effect. And it's worse today than ever when it comes to going to these concerts, because they have all these special effects, these light shows, these holographic images, these subliminal messages, putting unsuspecting niggas under a spell, doing their job for their little G God, Satan. These celebrities ain't shit. But like I said before, not all celebrities sold their soul. In order for Satan to destroy us and take our soul, he gotta start working on us at a young age. That's where the celebrities come in. You idolize them, want to be like them, not realizing how unhappy and miserable they really are. And because Satan was deceiving, breaking down, and poisoning our parents, that means that we were literally under attack at the moment that we were conceived. The music, the TV, and the school system is some of the main resources Satan uses to break you down while growing up in America. And because we are born and raised in a wicked world that lied to us from the beginning, most of us can't accept that many of these celebrities don't give a fuck about us. And many of these people who we love so much, these niggas, literally ain't even human. My cousin lived in Atlanta. His dad lived here in Gary. And his dad personally knew Michael Jackson's dad, Joe Jackson. And I was told that the Jackson 5, when they were kids, way before they went to Hollywood, came over to one of my cousin's house to perform. And my cousin's dad, I believe that he worked at the steel mill with Joe Jackson. And before the Jacksons left Gary to go to Hollywood, Joe Jackson offered my cousin's dad the opportunity to come with him, but he didn't accept the offer. They left Gary and became big time successful, so you know my cousin's dad regretted not going. But Joe Jackson probably would have used his ass for a blood sacrifice anyway. Throughout my life, I've met a number of people who personally knew Joe Jackson. And every single person had this confused, disgusted look on their face. And they all talked about how wicked Joe Jackson is. Everybody knows it. He destroyed these kids. All for that fucking money. They got into the industry, became rich and famous, and their appearance started to change. Hey, that's just too much plastic surgery and pigmentation, skin condition. No, it ain't. These are creations of Satan. These creatures have been in our face so much that most of us can't see who and what they truly are. Oh, it's just plastic surgery. Oh, he's just stressed out from working so hard. Oh, he's just old and ugly. Deep down inside, everybody knows the truth, but they won't admit it. And the reason is because every single person that's going to hell, deep down inside, they know that they're going to hell. So the only way they can live their life is to point their fingers at God's people and live in denial. So even though the world is dying, these people are going to do anything and everything they can to hold on to this world because that's all they have. People like Michael Jackson, Prince, they was telling more and more truth about the powers that be. But not because they care about you. They was telling the truth because they got tired of kissing Satan's ass. And he was fucking with their money. At the end, when Michael Jackson was telling all that truth, that wasn't even him. These people turned their back on Christ, and they have been made into the image of the beast. And now Satan got us idolizing these niggas so that hopefully we will jump on board, turn our back on Christ, and go down with this sinking ship. This is how bad they want it. They got to have that money, the fame, the power, and success, and they don't give a fuck who they destroy to achieve their goal. They got to be number one. They don't care about you. They don't care about family. It's all about themselves and the money. You quickly realize these people don't care about themselves either. Many achieve that money and fame. Next thing you know, they talking about how they was happier when they was broke. And the average fan can't truly understand why they say that, because the average fan has been deceived by that same celebrity. Now the celebrities are telling the truth, and most fans ain't listening. It was their job to deceive you, and they did a great job. Method Man said he don't believe the hip-hop community is that intelligent. They trying to tell the fans the truth, but most won't listen. Most can't listen because they were deceived by people like Method Man. So no matter what horror these celebrities are going through, their fans still want to follow in their footsteps. When Dave Chappelle quit his TV show and left millions of dollars behind, black folks was like, what is he, crazy? $50 million, all that money, what is he, crazy? Nah, nigga, you crazy. Because anybody in a right frame of mind should have enough common sense to know that if anybody would turn down millions of dollars and take off running, obviously it's some serious shit going on other than the nigga just crazy. Most people who have this attitude don't know anything about these people selling their soul. They just think these people don't know how to act right when they get a lot of money. Yeah, see, if I had all that money, I wouldn't act like that. Yeah, you would. Some of these niggas get a few $100s. Their attitude be so stank you can smell it. These people ain't acting like this because they simply don't have self-control. These people work for the synagogue of Satan. Those who claim to be Jews and they are not. So here's what's going on. Over the last 20 years, with many of these celebrities, I'm going to use Method Man as an example. Let's say Method Man goes into the music industry as a solo artist. He makes a little money, he gets a little fame, but he's not making millions. The record executives, Satan's minions, tell him, if you want to make millions, you have to take the Illuminati oath. You belong to us. Your number one job is to go along with this deception. That deception is to deceive God's people. And the contract they sign is written in blood. They have to have a blood sacrifice. Family member, friend, unborn baby. So Method Man takes the oath and provides a blood sacrifice. Now he's really famous and he's a millionaire. And he was cloned. A few months later, all of the horrible, sick, twisted, satanic things that he's done and continues to do is wearing him down. Now he's starting to go insane. So now he's looking for help. He finally realized he was deceived by Satan. So he know he can't get no help from that nigga. So Method Man tries to get help from his friends. But they don't give a damn. They're only hanging around Method Man because of the money, the weed, and the women. So Method Man goes to his family for help. But they don't give a shit. They like, fuck you nigga, go make that money. Now Method Man is really going insane. So what does he do next? He tries to get help from Jesus. But Jesus turns his back on him. Why? Because Method Man turned his back on Jesus. Method Man got too much blood on his hands. So now, Method Man has only one option left. The fans. He needs help any way he can get it. He starts to tell his fans the truth. But his fans ain't listening. His fans have been deceived. Why are his fans deceived? Because Method Man deceived them. These people, these so-called people, are directly and indirectly responsible for billions of people losing their soul. And these same people want your help. Ain't that a bitch? So you know what I say? Fuck 'em. Let 'em burn.